My sister demands I give her money for a house down payment while still owing me $15K from her wedding 5 years ago. Now she's telling everyone I ruined her dream home. When Lisa announced her engagement in 2019, she was working retail and her fiancé Tom was between jobs. They had champagne dreams on a beer budget, planning this elaborate garden wedding with 150 guests. 2 months before the wedding, Lisa called me sobbing. The venue wanted their deposit immediately, or they'd lose the date. Could I help just this once? She swore she'd pay me back as soon as Tom got his new job. $5,000 for the venue. Then the caterer needed payment. Another $4,000. The florist wanted $3,000 upfront. The photographer required a $2,000 deposit. By the wedding day, I'd shelled out $15,000. Lisa hugged me at the reception, promising she'd start paying me back after the honeymoon. Tom had just gotten hired at a tech company. Things were looking up. The first year, she made 2 payments of $200 each. Then Tom got promoted and they bought a new car. The payment stopped. When I mentioned it at Thanksgiving, Lisa laughed and said we're working on building our credit score first. Year 2, nothing. I brought it up at her birthday dinner. She rolled her eyes and said, you know how expensive life is. You don't even have kids. You wouldn't understand. Year 3, they went to Cancun for their anniversary. Posted photos of sunset dinners and spa treatments. When I texted asking about starting a payment plan, she responded that I was ruining their special trip with my negativity. Year 4, they renovated their kitchen. Granite countertops, new appliances, the works. Lisa posted before and after photos saying blessed to finally have our dream kitchen. I commented asking if she could now afford to start repaying the wedding loans. She deleted my comment and called me petty for bringing up money publicly. Year 5 passed with various excuses. Tom's student loans, car repairs, a minor medical procedure, always something more important than paying back her sister who'd saved their wedding. Then last week my phone rang at 8 in the morning. Lisa never called that early unless she needed something. Guess what? She squealed. Tom and I found the perfect house. 4 bedrooms, great school district, huge backyard. We just need help with the down payment. My stomach turned. How much help? $15,000, she said without a hint of irony. The bank needs 20% down and we're just short that amount. I almost laughed at the coincidence. You mean the exact amount you owe me from your wedding? There was silence. Then she launched into her rehearsed speech. That was so long ago. I thought you gave that as a gift. You never formally asked for it back. You make good money. Why are you being so stingy? I stayed calm. Lisa, we explicitly discussed this being a loan. I have texts where you promised to pay me back. You've been avoiding this for 5 years. Oh my God, she huffed. Are you seriously holding a grudge about ancient history? This house is for our future children. Don't you want to be an aunt? I told her I'd happily help with the house after she paid back the wedding debt. We could even do a simple transfer. She'd pay me the $15,000 she owed, and I'd immediately give it back for the house. That way we'd be square. That's insane, she screamed. You want me to pay you just so you can pay me? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's the principle, I explained. You borrowed money and never returned it. Now you want to borrow more. How do I know this won't be another gift you decide you don't need to repay? She tried emotional manipulation next. Mom would be so disappointed in how selfish you've become. She raised us to support each other. Tom thinks you're jealous because we're building a life while you're still single and renting. I hung up on her. She sent 23 texts in the next hour, calling me heartless, bitter, cheap, and worse. Tom started texting too, saying I was sabotaging their American dream over petty cash. Petty cash. $15,000 I'd saved for 2 years to afford. Lisa enlisted our cousins to message me about how cruel I was being. She told them I was rich and refusing to help my struggling sister buy her first home. She conveniently left out the wedding debt. Some believed her and called me harsh. Others knew Lisa's pattern and stayed quiet. Yesterday she showed up at my apartment unannounced. She had paperwork for a family loan agreement, drafted by Tom's friend who apparently knew legal stuff. It outlined how they'd pay me back for the house down payment over 10 years with minimal interest, starting in year 3. I asked where the wedding loan repayment agreement was. She threw the papers at me and said I was impossible, that she'd never forgive me for costing them their dream home over some old misunderstanding. As she stormed off, I called out that maybe she should have thought about that before spending 5 years pretending a debt didn't exist. She slammed my door so hard the frame cracked. Tom sent me a Venmo request for the door repair costs. The audacity runs in that marriage apparently. They didn't get the house. Last I heard, they're telling everyone I'm the reason they're stuck renting. I'm okay with that narrative. Better to be the villain than the ATM.